We are now busy with the integration of trigonometric functions, and we are going to look at a couple of examples. The first example is integrate sine 5x dx, and please note that in the previous example I didn't add the constant k in the answer, unfortunately, but you must always add plus k or any variable for that matter to your answer to indicate that when you differentiate an indefinite if there's an indefinite integral, then the integral doesn't have boundaries, so you don't have the exact answer of the integration of that function, so then you must add k to deal with that value you don't know. But anyway, the integration of sine 5x dx means that, well, sine 5x must go back to where it started. Now if you look at your table, which you will get when I assume when you write exam, then you'll see that sine going back is just a normal cos of cos, but it gets a negative. Okay, so when you go from sine to cos but you integrate, it gets a negative. Okay, so it's negative cos 5x, and remember now what you do with integration, you do the opposite of differentiation, where in the differentiation you would have said sine 5x and you would have this would have been, if you differentiated sine 5x, it would have been cos 5x times the 5, because that's the chain rule. You multiply with this one, differentiate it, but now you must divide by this the differentiated form of the 5x. So if you differentiate 5x, it's 5. So now you just don't multiply, you divide by 5, and remember to add your variable into your answer when it's an indefinite integral. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's say you have sec squared 5x dx. Again, this is an indefinite integral, and now if you move from sec squared back, then you have tan, and it's tan 5x, but then we need to deal with this function within the trig function, and now you do the opposite again. So what's the opposite? Well, of differentiation, well, is you don't multiply with the 5, the differentiated form of the 5x, but you divide by the differentiated form of the 5x, and it's just divided by 5. And remember your variable.